Sitting with my best friend recently, I was discussing feeling overwhelmed in a joyful way. Now I have just been trusted with a national design project for my local church. And somewhere along that conversation, I paused. I paused because I remembered a version of me that nobody knew. Just a few years back, I was a graphic designer quietly working with no audience, no opportunities to talk about, just showing up and doing the work. Back then, I felt being forgotten. I felt hidden. But today, I realized I was being prepared. Now, here is where many men get discouraged. We assume that just because no one is seeing us, nothing important is happening. But scripture tells a different story. In Psalm 78, scripture talks about God lifting David from the sheepfolds and handing him a mission. See, David wasn't built in the palace. David was built in the field. So you see, before David faced Goliath, David had been protecting sheep from lions and bears where no one was seeing him. So before the accolades, before people started singing of his victories, David had learned faithfulness in obscurity. That is how God works. He first prepares men privately before announcing them publicly. The problem is that we live in a culture that wants influence without formation. We want the platform before the discipline. We want the recognition without the character. We want visibility without intimacy with God. This is why many men reach positions they were not prepared to carry. I want you to know that your healing season isn't God forgetting you. In fact, He is strengthening a part of you that success will eventually test. Think about a tree. The taller a tree grows, the deeper its root must go. See, no one sees the root. Nobody celebrates the root. But without the root, the tree doesn't survive the storm. Your life is the same way. Tomorrow's influence depends on what you build today. When nobody is clapping, nobody is reposting, nobody even knows your name. So if you're in a hidden season right now, don't rush it. Don't compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 20. Don't rush to leave the training ground just because it isn't impressive. Stay faithful. Keep serving. Keep learning. Keep pursuing God in private. When your time comes, because it eventually does, people will think it happened overnight. But you and God know that was built in the wilderness. Even when the platform comes, don't leave the place that built you. David kept going back to God. Jesus will often withdraw from the crowd to spend time with the Father. They knew that the hidden place wasn't just where built them. It is how they stayed strong. My name is IQ and this is my unsolicited advice.